The first ever art form I learned was actually painting. And I never pursued it after that because it became like a painkiller for me. So in my 30 years, anytime I felt like I needed to take my mind off of something and not feel the pain, I would always resort to painting. So when Instagram wasn't so big and I had about 1,500 people follow me and I lost the hope in cinema, I started painting to get rid of the pain. And Instagram wasn't so big. I had about 1,500 people follow me. And suddenly I was getting orders for all my portrait paintings. And I'm thinking, Ada, I never saw this coming. And I was making little to no money. So any money was good money. But I knew I wasn't an artist. So I wasn't comfortable in spending that money for myself. And I did a dance show for TCS at the time. And when I was going for the practice, when I was driving the car, I could see in the side of my eye that, something is covered in a pool of blood, and it was a dog. I picked her up, I took her to the hospital. I named her Radha in that short span of time after my party. And the only thing I wanted that day was for her to come out alive. And I used this money that I had kept aside for this cause. She didn't make it. And it was one of the toughest moments of my life. That day I decided that whatever I can do in my power to help other people, other animals, other beings, I will do it. This is Down Syndrome Federation of India, my temple. So when I joined DSFI, I got to know that this organization was active for the last 40 years. They played a key role in talking about what Down syndrome is and how people can help people with Down syndrome, or rather how people with Down syndrome actually help normal people like myself. The beauty about all these organizations is they don't expect a lot of money from you at all. In fact, no money. All they expect is time, effort, and how your knowledge can help them in spreading awareness about the cause. And it's very important to do that in the 20s, at least in my opinion. Because I feel like the 20s is the time where the society has put so much pressure on us to figure out everything, your career, your marriage life, everything, right? But those are all parts of life. That's not your life. Likewise, the social cause should also be a part of your life. It's extremely important because it teaches you to have the perfect balance in life. Most often times we don't have gratitude. We forget that we are extremely privileged. We forget that, we could be thinking about the next meal, but we don't, right? It happens to us. And we get influenced by, furthering our careers, getting to the next position, getting to the top. But we don't ever think that the planet is not just me. The world doesn't revolve around me. There are so many other things, so many other beings that need us. Like how I have different hobbies and interests. At that time, I bought a sewing machine because I was so interested in it. And I made one dress and I said, okay, this has turned out well. So let me quickly post a story and see how many people are interested to buy it. And to my surprise, we raised 30,000 with those dresses. And I decided to give it away for kids' education. And I wanted to choose a school that was close to my heart. So I decided it's going to be Lady Siva Swami. Because that's where my mom went. And what's really special about this school is, back in the day when my mom couldn't afford her fees, the school took it upon itself to make sure that she was educated. And to this day, the school makes sure that their kids don't go back home empty stomach. So they feed their kids. And there's something special about this building being 150 years old and the school being 150 years old and the service they've been doing. So after we did that, I got a call from a friend, Asmita. She walked into my life and she said, how are you doing this by yourself? Do you need help? And that's when I realized 2 is better than 1. And we made more dresses and more kids went to school. So Make a Change was born, because now it was not just a 1-year thing or a one-time thing. This is going to happen too many times. And this is our 6th year. And I'm so happy to say that.
I'd like to take a moment to thank every single one of you that donated to Educate a Child campaign by Make a Change. This year we need your help more than ever, because COVID has not only stalled kids' education but also made it extremely difficult for them to afford it. So your help is much appreciated. The link is in my bio. Thank you.
The school is not just a place where you excel in a subject, It's a place where you learn life. It's a place where your personality is built. It's a place where you build relationships, sisterhood mainly. And it's such a beautiful thing. And I think the more number of kids go to school, the more thoughtful and conscious human beings we will create. And that's why I think it's very, very important that each one teaches one. It's super simple if you think about it. It's literally just putting aside 500 rupees a month. And by the end of 10 months, a kid will be able to go to school because of you. How cool is that?
நீ வந்து இங்கேந்து அந்த லேம்ப் போஸ்ட் வரைக்கும் ஓட போறோம் நானும் நீ. ஏய் லைக் இது வரைக்கேடா லேம்ப் போஸ்ட். அப்பல இருடா. உனக்கு எனக்கு ரேஸ். வின் பண்ணனா நீ ஸ்கூல் போலாம். வின் பண்ணனா இருடா. அப்பதான் ஃபீஸ் கட்டுவாங்க. ஆமா வின் பண்ணா நீ ஸ்கூலுக்கு போலாம் இல்லனா வீட்ல தான் இருக்கணும். ஓகேயா? கனிமொழி இந்த பக்கம் வா. ரெடியா? Ready 1. Papa. 2. 3. Go.
So this is Doe. Doe was picked up from the street for ABC.
Okay.
And then we went and released him back in the same spot. And 2 days later, he came back to our shelter. He was basically released some 10 kilometers away.
Oh no!
Exact place where we picked up, we rescued him, we released him. And then he came back the next day morning, next day or the next day evening, he came back outside gate.
Okay, so it's like a better life.
He just likes being here.
Yeah.
You can donate newspapers, you can donate blankets, you can donate gunny bags, you can donate dog food, milk bottles, feeding bottles, leashes. You can help us renovate places. So, and then comes the money part.
Right.
If you want to donate money, you can also donate money.
The thing is, you don't need to always start an organization in order to help. The Best End Memorial Animal Dispensary takes care of hundreds of dogs and so many large animals, making sure they're all well fed every single day and are living their best life. They could really use our help. All you need to do is donate a very small amount, or your time, or your service, because this right here is so pure and so genuine. And I really hope you donate anything you can.
Hey, you were the one talking, no? Yesterday in the rain.
என்னால கடிக்கவே முடியாது. வீட்டுக்கு போய் அம்மா